this show. Digital land, let the blockchain flow. Pod to the cast, we ride the air. NFT dreams like we just don't care. Metaverse wild, like a zombie horde. Earth to terrain, we're never bored. VeVe collectibles stacking high. Bill and I, we touch the sky. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Yeah. Bill lays down wisdom like it's gold. I'm the zombie breaking every mold. Virtual lands where our roots grow deep. Podcasts alive, we never sleep. Podcast kings in the cyber realm. Forward thinking, we at the helm. Digital land, new frontiers we take. Binary zone that we co-create. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Bill lays down wisdom like it's gold. I'm the zombie breaking every mold. Virtual lands where our roots grow deep. Podcasts alive, we never sleep. Podcast kings in the cyber realm. Forward thinking, we at the helm. Digital land, new frontiers we take. Binary zone that we co-create. Followers join and they heed the call. Hack the code, break the fourth wall. Pixelated power in every hand. Bill and Zombie own this land. On this land. On this land. Yeah, on this land. On this land. On this land.
Yo, what's up?
Just listening to the song.
Chilling and vibing?
Going out.
Cool. What's going on, man?
Oh, just, living that American dream one day at a time.
There you go.
How about you?
We can, yeah. Oh, I struck out. Got the Ron English. Went for 4 drops there, and I
Really?
couldn't hit it. I wanted that special craft,
Okay. Yeah. I went once, and I was happy.
Yeah.
Man,
So tell me about that.
though, huh?
I heard you did the automatic.
Yes, it was incredible. Like, I just clicked it and walked away. And then only reason why I came back was for the crafts. I'm wondering if they're doing those crafts right away. So then I went back and checked, and it was so smooth. It took I even added MCP points on there because I thought maybe I didn't. I just put the 5,001.
Right.
Just in case there was people running to get that special mint, like you were trying to get the exclusive one. So, but then it looked like it only sold what, like 400 or 500, or did it sell more?
Yeah, it wasn't great. I think Randy said it did like 25,000 or maybe 2,500, something like that. I forget.
I think it'll sell out once people realize what it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, Ron English he's gonna do the first branded world, right?
Yeah.
That's big, whether or not that comes right away or later on, it's in the pipeline. So
yeah, and I'm noticing they're ramping up more and more Ron English things.
Right.
Maybe possibly prep for that to come soon, maybe.
Yeah, Randy said he wants dice, so that'd be pretty cool if you could roll dice in the VeVe.
Yeah, that would be cool. I probably should. I was thinking about buying a few more boards and like some of the pieces. I'm not like a huge fan of Ron English. I think some of his stuff's all right. Some of it I'm just like, I don't really care for. But teach to their own. I think the board game would be cool though.
Right. So I was a little disappointed with the crafting, to tell you the truth, with that, because I bought 4, so I had to click so many buttons. With that.
There were so many. Yeah, there were so many pieces.
Yeah, you'd have to click it, then confirm on each one, and going down the line and remembering which one you did and for what board you did.
Yeah.
It was a little too complex, and I
Did you?
think VeVe's been told a couple times now that their crafting's a little much.
Yeah. Did you get any good mints?
I got a 27, I believe,
Wow.
and a 43, I think.
Okay.
So not bad. Not the best, but not too bad.
27 is pretty killer. I
Yeah.
mean, what was the lowest? 21 on it, or?
Yeah, I think so. 20,
Okay.
hope or 16. I'm not sure how the artists do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. I got a 76 on one of the pieces, I think.
Wow.
And then the board was like 192 or something. Wasn't anything great, but
Okay. Cool.
But who knows? That might be great later. you know.
Well,
Who
yeah.
knows?
If they make that interactive somehow and
It's gotta be.
yeah,
Why
with
have
the
the
dice.
pieces? Why have the pieces if it's not it?
Right. Yeah. When I was looking at them, I was like, why did they do a tank 2 times,
Yeah.
and then the snail 2 times? Kind of
Yeah.
didn't understand that, but maybe he did that prior to this and
Yeah,
then
that's
just
what I was
used those
thinking.
pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this game existed before.
Right.
Was my assumption. And then those were probably his created pieces, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
I've only known about Ron English through VeVe.
Yeah.
And that's how I've been learning a lot about a lot of different art. Like I've kind of grew up kind of uncultured, I guess you would say.
Not exposed to the art world.
Well, I grew up in a small town, and the only thing really to do was chase chicks and drink and be about yourself, and I didn't really care for school when I was younger,
Gotcha.
And then later in life, I kind of cut a lot of those things out of my life, a lot of the partying, and then so then I still didn't get into the art realm at that point. So really, I've just been I've been exposed to art and enjoying art through VeVe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm learning a lot.
Well, the first time I was exposed to Ron English was Super Size Me. Did you see that documentary?
I didn't. Oh, wait. Super Size Me. So he's in that?
He's the artwork for it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the artwork is
I saw the documentary, yes.
Yeah, the artwork they use in that is the Ronald McDonald.
Okay.
Yeah, where he's all big and
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, well, it's right on the cover.
Yeah.
For the on the DVD, I think. So
yeah, and it's interesting that guy died, right?
Yeah, right. And I think it was a heart attack, right?
So something health, like majorly health related. And I remember in the documentary, the doctor was like, "Look, you should stop doing this because you're gonna die if you don't stop this challenge."
Yeah, but
you're gonna have liver failure.
Right.
I'm like, wow. Like,
I think people are predisposed to that and some aren't because,
yeah,
you hear about the guy that eats nothing but pizza every single day,
yeah,
and stuff like that. And you're like, how's that guy live? But,
how is he still alive? He's like a roach.
Yeah,
you can't kill him.
Exactly.
Or they drink whiskey till the day they die and they smoke like 2 packs of Marlboros.
Exactly. I had a great grandpa that did that, smoked and did all that and, lived a long, long life. So,
yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So I saw a lot of people talking about the London police. They got their sticker packs and stuff. I think Doc was talking about it. Dr. Stuff. Yeah, there it is.
I got it.
We gonna get?
I haven't opened it, but
okay.
You know why I really bought this? It's not that I but you can see all the little different stickers on there.
Yep.
And apparently a couple of them are pins. So I actually bought this because I'm going to be opening a store this year, is my hopes, and I want to place them around the store for fun. Nice. And kind of do an interactive thing for kids. See if you can find all the stickers, maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna be putting up London police artwork in there too.
Cool.
But I just thought it'd be kind of cool to hide the stickers and see if kids can find them and stuff.
Yeah. So you're opening it up to when you get the store all ready.
Yeah, I will. Cool. Yeah, And I'm thinking August, September-ish is the plan for that.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping the crypto market starts going up this summer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if that's the case, then maybe I'll open it sooner. I don't know.
Yeah. VeVe Omi summer.
And then if it gets delayed, I'm still going to open the store, but it'll just be, I just might cut back on some things and then, balloon things up later.
Yeah.
So yeah, new business ventures. It's going to be a good year. I'm excited for the future.
Keep him busy. I like it.
One thing. So yeah, also with the London police too.
Mhm.
So I pulled aside my, I think I've showed it before, but the key card. That I received in the mail. Now I just wanted to show this because I'll be getting my art print that's coming. They already shipped it, and so I'm excited for that too. And I think it's probably about that big. It's not very big, but it was something that was exclusive to getting the key card, and this will be my official first physical London police artwork.
Nice. Maybe you can go to an event and have them sign it.
That would be killer. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And with that key card, I could go to an event. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But I have that other one that's being made right now. It's a bigger print, and that one has my name in it. That's the one I think I want to have signed.
Dang.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like,
oh yeah. You'd have to bring it in a roll and a tube and stuff. And
like maybe I'll bring it to New York for the party.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. I'm assuming they'll be there. I mean, obviously I won't bring it if they're not going to be there, but
right.
I don't want to lug around a bunch of stuff with me,
Be like Randy and Dashy.
Yeah, you're carrying this giant statue. Exactly.
I couldn't imagine seeing him coming down the aisle with that thing.
Right on the plane. That's incredible.
You have to move it inch by inch because it's so dang heavy.
Yeah, and you're afraid of dropping it, right?
Oh God, I would have been a nervous wreck.
So something else I got today I think it was today in the mail.
Mm-hmm. Get out.
So I saw the comic and I posted on Randy's stream, but I'm like immediately like, okay, I read the first comic. It was amazing. I read it instantly. And I'm like, I want the rest of the story. So it's got the issues 1 through 3 in the hardcover.
So it's a book.
Yeah, I always buy the books because I like to read the storyline all the way through.
Cool.
And it's got pretty good colorful pages and stuff.
Right.
But the comics are hilarious.
Nice.
So it's just, I remember it from my childhood. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to read it all the way through. And it's very well done. It's humorous.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what they needed to capture in that comic. I'm pretty excited about it.
Right. It
was only $15 too. It was cheap.
Wow. Yeah, that's good quality too. I was a little sad that VeVe didn't announce that because that's a big IP for a lot of people. That's nostalgia. That's something different for sure.
Yeah. And Mars Attacks too. At the same time, I was like, what?
If somebody wanted to do a comic stream and focus on the comics they get every week, that'd be good, I think.
Yeah. Maybe it's something. I'm just learning the comic industry, so I don't know if I'm the best person for that, or I don't know how you are in comics, but somebody does need to do that.
Yeah. I mean, because you're getting
Sleeping Comics should do that.
Yeah, you're getting content fed every week,
Yeah.
And
a lot of I have to go search out those issues too. And sometimes I forget that they're going to drop a bunch of new ones. And some of them have been really good. Like this, like how both of these came together. I would have never thought we already had the IP, but then nobody announced it.
Right. In Vampira or something? I like those covers. Yeah, where they're a little sexier, a little racier, but very, very well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're dropping a ton of those. And the Frost Giant's daughter, they were releasing. I think it was like Chimerian comic, which is I think a side shoot of Conan or something. Okay. So they're covering like a lot of those. Yeah. But they also got into there's just so much. I'd have to look. I'd have to pull up VeVe Comics, but they got a ton. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. I keep waiting for manga, you know, or
Yeah.
manga, however you say it. Like,
Yeah, so I thought it was interesting that Peach Momoko's Ultimate X-Men, it's like in issue 13's coming up. That's kind of a big deal that they're having it run that long. Like this isn't just like a 6-issue thing, you
Ultimate
know?
X-Men. That's the one where the side logo,
Yeah, so it's
right?
it's the one that I got a bunch. Hey, what's up, Randy? It's
Yo
the one
yo.
that I own like 12% of the common.
Mhm.
And I probably would have bought more if there were more available, but um I was just concentrating on the first one, but to have 13 issues, you
Right.
know, that's a big deal. And when you buy the book too, I was in the store and there's only I think it was 1 through 6.
Mhm.
And yeah, Randy, I'm up to 12% now. Cha-ching, right? Nobody's been posting any either. I'm like every day I'm checking. I'm like, let me get more, let me get more. But so when I buy the books, I like to get like issues 1 through 5 or 1 through 10 if they'll go up to 10.
Like
But
complete.
yeah, just so I
Yeah.
can read it. I don't like to buy like I like buying the comics when they're graded and I can hang them up on a wall or something,
Yep.
and then I'm not going to read it. But when I want to read it, I like the book because I don't like reading 20 pages. I want to go all the way through the story.
Right. Right.
Well, that one, it's it's a manga Peach Momoko
Mhm.
Ultimate X-Men, but it's only 1 through 6 and now there's 13 issues. So they're going to have to do like 6 through 12, 13 through 18, and
Right.
you're going to have to buy each one of those like that. And that's honestly what I'm probably waiting for is I'll probably start buying those too. That way I could just read it all together. Or that one I'll just read on VeVe
Mhm.
because I own them all.
Right. Right. Have you been seeing Rivals?
Uh-uh. I haven't
You,
gotten into Rivals at all. Have you?
do you know what that is?
Marvel Rivals?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the new game, right?
Yeah, the new game, but they have the comics now, and they have
Really?
yeah, they have let's see, they have Jeff the Shark, they have Hulk, they
Okay.
have all the characters, but they have their own little covers
Is that why
relating
they've been
to
pushing Jeff
Rivals.
the Shark so much?
Yeah, well that's how a lot of people are being introduced to him because
Okay.
he's like a tank in the game, and
Really?
yeah, and he just like I guess like opens his mouth and like grabs anything in his way and then like
Right.
spits it out into another realm or something.
Like a shark just eats
Y-
like literally everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
That's
clumsy but
hilarious.
like destructive at the same time.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so I think Peach Momoko did a cover of Rivals where
Okay.
there was a female sentient, or maybe it was a female villain. I can't remember the. I think it was the one we just got where Silver Surfer was attacking him. What?
Okay.
Who's that?
I'm not a big Silver Surfer guy, so I couldn't tell you.
Whoever the bad guy is was Silver Surfer. Maybe
The
Randy
big
knows.
giant one?
Yeah, the big giant one.
Okay, the one you got the secret rare of.
Right, right. I
Yeah, yeah.
should know it. But
Yeah.
whoever that was, she
That's
did a variant.
Galactus.
Yeah,
Galactus.
Galactus. Thank
Yeah.
you. She did a variant where it was a female and it was super cutesy and amazing cover, great artwork. And
It's
I
incredible.
keep looking to see if we're gonna have that in VeVe.
Yeah, we got so many of her covers. It's insane. And
Thank you.
like I don't know how she's pumping out so much of this artwork. It's incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah, Randy's
right.
got it. Galactus. Yep. Yeah. It's I keep following I think is it VeVe one of the VeVe guys. I follow on X and he keeps posting like a bigger and bigger picture of all his Peach Momoko comics. And
Oh yeah.
it's like
What's
it's
that?
so many. I don't understand how an artist can pump out so many. It's same for like Scotty Young. In
Mhm.
like the real world, Scotty Young, like not just in VeVe, he's making like hundreds and hundreds of covers like all the time.
Yeah.
And it's
Like it
amazing
was
how
his
they do it.
job.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he's pumping out some artwork and he's good at it and it's creative. I love it. So,
Yeah, I can't wait till the search function gets better because I'm still missing with the brands. It doesn't pull up all their stuff if it even works at all, and you can't look up artists. You know,
Okay.
and Skechers search is amazing. Have you used that or
Like for
StackR?
the shoe
Not Skechers.
sales.
StackR.
My son does. I haven't got into it at all.
Yeah, their search function's really good. So I wish VeVe could take a look at what they're doing and try to copy that.
You can look it up by style and brand and all that stuff.
Yeah. You could really, and you just type in a couple words and for people that suck at spelling like me, it's great where it'll just pick it up and say, know what you're talking about.
Dude, my spell check on my Samsung phone is driving me crazy. It's like it will like I'll spell something perfect and it will correct it into something crazy that is nothing like it. And then I look back because I type it so fast. I used to have a BlackBerry, so I'm typing like this, right, with 2 thumbs, like really fast,
right?
And it just comes up with these other words, and I hate it. and then I'll type in I'll type this other word, and it will be like, it can't get the simplest word ever. It just does. It just puts it out there like there's no correction.
Right. Do you remember when they tried to implement swipe typing?
Yeah. I never got into it because I always had the QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah.
But they had it on my, like a lot of people don't know, but BlackBerry just stopped making phones. So I had a BlackBerry Key 2, and it had the swipe over the actual keyboard, which is really weird.
It was textile?
Yeah. So yeah, when you were texting, you could just go like this
or tactical or whatever
instead of pushing the buttons if you wanted to, but I never got into it.
Oh, interesting.
It was just weird to me.
Yeah. Let's see. Now, I heard somebody mention, I forget who it was, but that the comics where you can make your own and put them out on VeVe is coming possibly in the summer.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Are you going to get into that at all?
I'm going to support. I know that.
Any zombie comics coming?
Yeah, no zombie comics right now, but I definitely want to support. I want to see what people create. We have so many creative people in this place. In this community, it's insane. So I mean, look at Millie, right?
That's cool. VeVe Con.
This is a shirt for San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. And even how that VeVe Varium guy. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but he's creating all this stuff for the VeVeverse with the shirts and stuff.
Are those accessible yet, or is that just like a preview of what he's trying to
Have you gone back in yet?
No,
I haven't either. Yeah, and
no,
it's not. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just haven't. I haven't bought that new computer yet, so I can't.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. No, I was happy that VeVe started to give cabanas and little houses and stuff that are already done. That's amazing. Because like I think I said before, I'm not going to sit there for hours and create walls and think about a layout, but what I will do is put my collectibles in rooms, and size them and, put my covers for comics as posters,
Yeah. And we literally were just talking about that on one of our last shows. And then Dan, like the next day or two, was like, oh, by the way, you got a house.
Yeah.
And we're like, that solves it, right? Because we don't want to spend the time building a house.
Yeah. I wonder what the idea was for staggering that, I'm curious.
You mean like to keep that for later?
Yeah.
Maybe they were thinking about whether they were going to sell it or not. I mean, I'm betting they probably will be selling houses.
Well, they should, and I wish they would do Omi exclusive, pieces where a portion of it gets burned.
Yeah, we're so close. We just need Trump, man. Trump to freaking. We need some guidelines. Just put something out there.
Yeah.
And then Omi. Hey, what's up, Sanjay?
What's
and then
up,
Omi
Sanjay?
can then be put together into the VeVeverse they're just, they're just waiting for guidelines. That's all.
Well,
And,
yeah.
And once that happens, like you just see all the different pieces being put together, and good things are coming, man. I'm excited for it.
I think they're taking their time with it too. They're getting the pieces in order. They're getting the right relationships, right?
Yeah.
They're putting together a team. It seems like.
Yeah, and I like Ben, man. I like how real he is. He's very relatable, and he's just a real guy, and he tells you what it is. Like he's either yay or nay, and he's just like, if he doesn't know something, he's not going to tell you. He doesn't put a lot of things out there, like a lot of feelers. He's just, this is what it is. This is what we're shooting for.
Right.
And this is what we have for you right now, but that doesn't mean that's the end all of end alls,
Yeah, he is, blunt a little bit with his rollout of stuff, or with him talking about certain things. He'll let you know, like if it's coming up or if it's not, you're gonna know. It's not going to be a gray area, right? Where I think VeVe has, danced in the gray area for a while. So
yeah, and I like how they're putting out. They just put out that latest. Did you watch the Q&A?
Yeah.
The little film they put out there. I was listening on the background, so I didn't take a lot of it in, because there's just so much information coming out on every project right now. It's hard to keep up with it all.
Yeah. It was nice to see them all, communicating and having their faces out in the community. I think that's needed from time to time, especially, the people driving the company. I've heard a lot of people, have their qualms or whatever, but they're doing it. They're making moves. They're getting past roadblocks and putting things out there that are quality, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's great to see David doing his thing, and he doesn't have to like be the front face. Ben is doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I was re-listening to the interview with Randy and him again. And because I also had that one on in the background, and I've been kind of busy lately, so I've been missing some of the shows, so I've been rewatching them, and it was nice to hear him say, "Look, I work for VeVe. I'm not opposed to talking about Omi, but it's just talk to Foster. I'm trying to pull together VeVe right now, and it's not that we don't want Omi. We're just working all the different parts and different pieces, and that's not my thing."
Right.
And I appreciated his honesty in that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's a tough spot, right? Because he's going to get bombarded with questions, and you have a lot of people with bags are down. And when that happens, emotions are high, and, people get salty, and I get it, but also like have a little like patience, have a little restraint. And if you over leveraged yourself, that's kind of on you. That's not on VeVe, that's not on Omi. That's yourself.
Yeah. So what do you think about the upcoming exciting content creator
affiliate program?
Yeah.
Let's see. There's so many things to think about, right? Because like Earth 2, they do a referral code where you get a portion of whatever somebody spends, and it's vice versa. And that's amazing. I love that aspect of Earth 2. And could that be a part of VeVe in some way?
And they're giving like 7.5%, which is crazy.
Crazy.
So it's a good portion.
Yeah. Very generous. And they upped it. It was what, like 3 or 4%? 5%?
It was 5%.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 3. It was a lot lower, and then they Soon as you verified or something, and then you created a different, other than a code, you just created a name or something like that, and then that's when you got the boost. And I keep telling Randy, change your referral code. It'll like double the money that comes in, and he still hasn't done it like 4 years later. It's incredible.
Yeah, shoot, we got to put our codes up there too. I don't think we have them in our bios.
Yeah, we don't have them on the channel. I don't think. Mine's just B Gardner, but we'll figure out a way to drop them on the bottom of.
Yeah. I think we can put them in our link or bio or something like that.
Yeah.
Get around to it. So what do you think? Because when I was listening to Ben talk about the affiliate program, and how it's coming out in a week or two, that's amazing.
That's insane. Yeah, we
he
need
was,
it.
Yes. He was very decisive when he said cash. Did you hear him say cash?
I didn't. He did say cash, huh?
Yeah, he said it'll be for cash. So
wow,
no collectibles, well, maybe, maybe there's tier systems or whatever, but
yeah,
people are going to get paid.
so that's what we need, because we need big big YouTubers, big spaces people,
Right.
big TikTokers, people with large followers are going to be all over that.
Yeah,
and they're not probably interested in collectibles. They want cash.
Yeah. Now, I got an idea. I'm going to put it out here, and I should just be in silence and then do it when it's all ready, but
yeah,
I want more people to do it too. So
yeah. Okay.
I think,
what is it?
Okay, do you know that app Whatnot?
I've heard of it.
Okay, Whatnot is like a video where you video yourself and it's live and you're selling things like Hot Wheels, comic books, like shoes, I think, or whatever, right?
Okay.
So what if you had an iPad and you were selling your collectibles, right?
Okay.
And you're signing up people, what they're going to click on that, even if they don't know what VeVe is. They're going to, see it, and then they're going to ask. And then you give them your referral code, sign up, and I'll sell a collectible cheap or something, right? Some incentive, right, to get people involved and interested. And you already have fans of Marvel there, of DC there, because they buy comics, they buy that kind of stuff. So, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're not going to sell one dang thing, but you're going to get eyeballs on the project, right?
Exactly.
And it makes sense. There's a built-in audience there, right?
Yeah, I like that idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and it's not going to take very much effort. All it is time, basically.
Yeah, right.
So I'm kicking
That's
that
all
around.
we're ever selling, isn't it? Is time and energy.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing that I was thoroughly impressed with Randy is when the market started to turn down and stuff, he didn't just hibernate. That guy actually, said, what the heck am I going to do now? It's time to work. And he started talking to whales. That's the first time I heard about, him going in and the whales. Yep. And how much did he really bring in to VeVe Announcements? Quite a lot, right? Important.
And is still continuing to bring quite a lot.
Exactly, through connections. So, what I learned with that is, you put your head down and you work if you want your bags to be bigger, right?
Yeah, and it's amazing, these different Web3 communities like Eon Rift, London Police, and Cornucopias, Fishes, Earth 2, and all these communities. A lot of them they're so interconnected, and then you can create networking everywhere,
Right.
And there's so many people that are tied in these little side groups they have. And I think Sanjay popped up. I bought 40 million more Omi because of Randy. See, me too, Sanjay. Right. I'm like, you've gone way past me now. I think we were pretty much around the same. And
and he owns part of a podcast.
Yeah, which was a great investment, Sanjay, I gotta say. And but the networking that I've gotten into with the art world is incredible. Like with the London Police, they're like one of the largest graffiti artists in the world, and the people they know and the people they work with are incredible. Like other artists, they were I don't want to get too much into detail about their membership chat room, but they were showing different connections that they had and different intermingled side projects they're involved in, where they're partnering up with other graffiti artists from all around the world. And it was very interesting. And then I started researching some of them, and then I started learning more about those people that I never heard of. And
Yeah.
so, I like graffiti art. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you're just like with Sanjay creating all the different chat rooms with the
There you
VeVe
go.
Gold logo groups, and and Fish has it looks like they're going to be doing some kind of gold logo too.
Right.
Which I'm a little bummed I didn't get into, but
Mhm.
I just did not like that drop. I just, I should have bought it, but
Which drop are you talking about?
the Coinbase one, or where you had to send the Coinbase.
Oh, yeah, I never did that too.
The extra step I wasn't
Mhm.
interested in, and I
Yeah.
would have done it if it would have been Fish. I didn't like the little balloon characters. I didn't like them. I just didn't. And
Right.
you got to collect what you love. But then, of course, when I don't get it, they have this epic logo that he's dropping.
Wait, so is that for the holders? Is that what he's mentioned?
I think so. I think he did mention some kind of logo. I don't know if the one he showed recently was the one of one, because I know he is. I talked with him before about that one of one. I didn't care. So he had some whale come in, kind of whale, whatever. Purchased a bunch of transactions, and I sent him a message. I was like, yeah, and he was going to do a one-on-one for that guy for the special event that he did. And I was like, I don't know if I like that, Rock. It kind of bothered me a little bit because it causes people like me to go in and say, well, now maybe I need to do 100 transactions so that I can maybe get a one of one. Even though I might not care for it's, I guess I don't want the project to be catered to whales. You know what I mean?
Right.
In a way, or like you're favoring whales. So he said it was, he got what I was saying. He said that, it was kind of a one-time thing, but because it was an experiment for VeVe, he wanted to do something special for him. And I respect him for that. Brock's a good dude, but I just, I didn't like the fact that this one person was going to get the one of one, but he did do a lot of transactions. I'll say that.
So what was the testing or the experiment for VeVe?
So Brock was the one that was doing the sending USDC to the fishes, right? So that you can convert it. Was the base? It was a base transaction, is what it was.
Okay.
And that was the drop. Is you were buying it on fishes.com and not VeVe, and then you would get the drop, but you would get the codes. And then be able to use them on VeVe.
Okay, so the new thing was using Base to do that rather than Ethereum, because he did Ethereum last time.
And I think they were doing the test not for just Fish; they were doing it probably for StackR.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's what the test was really probably all about, and they were just seeing if they could do it with other IP. And Brock likes to test a lot of things for them.
Yeah.
So
super helpful.
Yeah, and so I'm glad the guy got the one-on-one. I just don't want it to be a that they cater to that all the time. That's all.
Right.
So I said something to him. I was like,
money? Yeah. Who spends the most money? You get,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah, because there's certain people that a lot of us can't compete with. Even then, there's some people that can't compete with me. And that's not fair for it's not fair for them. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
Everyone's on a different playing field, and you just want everybody to be on an equal footing. That's all.
Yeah. And that will never happen, right?
Yeah,
we'll never be. Everybody will never be equal to everybody else, right? There's be variables and levels to everything.
And I just felt like it was like if. I was telling him what I thought he should have done was probably just have done it randomly.
Now, if he did a ticket system where the guy, since he spent so much, he got X amount of tickets, but there was still a variable of luck. Maybe.
A random drawing, right? Like because that way the one guy who also did the test, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't involved in the test at all. I was going to, but I was like, but that one guy who maybe couldn't afford a lot, he could have got the one-on-one too,
Sure.
or had the opportunity of that. I think that would have been a better play on. That's all.
Yeah, a hope.
Yeah, I hope, because then it is a level playing field, right? As long as he can afford that initial drop,
Right.
you've got that chance of the miracle.
Yeah, definitely. So I put out a poll. I'm not sure if you saw it or not.
I didn't.
It was about the Doctor Doom for the Fantastic Four Burn animated event. That's, I believe, tomorrow.
Okay.
I asked.
Shout it out. What is it? Yep.
I asked for the Doom, right? In the original series, that's the first Mighty Marvels, right? So I think right now it's like $79, $80, right around there, or something for Doctor Doom. It's an ultra rare. I think there's maybe 3,000 or maybe 1,800, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And he's always been pretty pricey. He's an amazing collectible, and he's an FA. So what would happen is you would burn that collectible to get an animated Doom that has a really cool animation, but you're losing your FA because the new one doesn't have it. Yeah.
Right.
Now, I was
curious. Do you own the Doom collectible?
Oh, I got number 67.
That's amazing.
Of Doom.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I love them. And I got that when it was expensive.
So will you be burning him?
Oh, not on your life. Not on your life. No way.
No?
But the question is somebody going to purchase an $80 collectible plus the burn collectible to get a new one, right?
No.
And
they're not going to do it.
But think about this. How rare is that Doom animated going to be for the people that do spend the money?
Because there'll be a lot less of them.
A lot less, right? So that's the dynamic, right?
Yeah.
And let me get the numbers right. But in my poll that I did, I think I had 100 people or something answer that went for a week. And let's see, 66% said hell no.
How many people were in there? You said 100?
96.
Wow.
Yeah. So
they said hell no.
They said hell no. Now I wonder if I said, undecided, what that would have, brought to that poll. But it's kind of telling.
There's no way I would burn an FA Dr. Doom. I mean, he's one. And especially since his character is now coming up for real in the MCU.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're remaking him and trying to solidify him for the new generation. Mm-hmm. There's no way I would burn that.
Yeah.
I think, So that's a hell no for me too. And I don't own it though.
Right. Oh, you don't?
I don't. I don't think I do.
The first Mighty Marvels.
Because it was still a couple $100, I think, when I was looking.
Okay.
And then it has dropped. I think what did it hit, like $40-$50 or something before they announced that?
Yeah.
And I still just never bought it. Mm-hmm. Because Dr. Doom wasn't my my go-to bad guy.
Oh, really? He's my favorite. So who's yours?
For Marvel, my big time bad guy was the Spider-Man era. So probably Dr. Octopus.
Okay.
Or Mysterio, or some of those characters. Carnage was my favorite though.
Mm-hmm. Carnage is later.
Carnage was later because when I really started, I didn't really start checking out comics, but when I did start learning about them, Carnage was around at the time.
Okay, gotcha.
And I was like, I like him better than Venom. So I do own the Carnage, and I did do the craft.
Now, do you have Doc Ock and do you have Mysterio?
No. Oh, I do have Mysterio. Yes. Okay. I do not have. I don't think I have Dr. Octopus. Yeah. I didn't really care for it. It was just okay.
He's animated, right? With the arms, or?
I think they made him that way. Didn't they do the same thing with a craft with him too? Or it was the red. They came out with a red one, is what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the collectible as much. Like
Yeah, they made him kind of chubby and kind of nerdy.
Yeah, and I guess that really was kind of how he is. But I really like the Carnage, man. That Carnage freaking collectible was incredible.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't own Venom, and you know what? Of course, Venom went up twice as much.
Oh, I know. I kicked myself. I could have got a sub. I could have got a sub for like 200, and I didn't pull the trigger. Then it ran away.
Yeah,
and it's coming down, but it's kind of holding, you know, in that I think 60 range.
Yeah.
And that's for just a regular mint.
Yeah, and I wasn't a huge fan of Venom. He was just okay for me. You know what I mean? And Carnage just was so much cooler in my eyes, and I don't know why.
Carnage is cheaper too. He's like 60.
Yeah.
And
so I did pick one of him up for sure. So, but honestly, like my favorite, I would have to say my favorite bad guy though of like all time would probably be Shredder. I would think. I was more of a Ninja Turtles guy.
Yeah.
You know, where's my Shredder?
Could you imagine seeing the dude in that big guy suit, like you're that brain guy?
Yeah, that would be amazing. If it was
Rocksteady Bebop.
Crag, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Crag. The guy always had that weird voice. It'd be amazing. Yeah.
And you know we're gonna get him. I don't have a doubt. You know.
So on a side note, I picked up. I want to share my screen. I picked up a new Eon Rift guy. I want to share it for the community.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think I posted it either.
So we're getting alpha here.
This might be alpha. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yes. This is a really rare raccoon guy. And somebody was flooring him for $79. And can you see it?
Yeah.
And I love the multicolored eyes. And I was like, this guy's a total badass. Like, he is definitely going to be a character in the comics. I just can feel it.
So is that your strategy or the direction you're going? Which characters possibly could be in like the main comic?
No, I just buy what I like.
Okay.
And I just thought this guy looks really tough and cool, and I was like, I got to have him.
Yeah, and the gun's sick too.
Yeah, isn't that gun sweet? Like, I love it. And look at the look at the knuckles there. It looks like he's got some little bit of brass knuckle like style gloves on or something.
Yeah,
and I love the scar over the eye. That's sweet, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got some like different attributes that where he's like 1%, not a whole lot, but I only owned like one other raccoon and he was gold, I think. So I wanted to pick up a couple of them because they're rare.
Gotcha.
And the raccoons are like one of my favorite animals because one of my favorite Marvel characters is Raccoon. Or what's his name? His name is not Raccoon, but what's his name?
Rocket.
Rocket. I love Rocket.
Yeah.
He's so good. And so it's just kind of something cool I picked up. I didn't expect to, but somebody floored it, and I'm like, I'm taking advantage of this. So
that is the floor, like $80?
No, the floor is like $30 for these things right now.
Oh, okay.
It's for some of the ones that people they don't care for so much, I guess you would say. Some of the least desirable characters in my eyes.
More common? Like, are they common?
Yes, they're more common.
Okay.
And to me, they just don't look as good. Like, I like this guy here with the hoodie. I keep thinking about buying him. But like, I don't like some of these characters. They're just not my favorites.
Right.
And if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to like the character because these characters I plan on holding on to for a long time. Like this guy right here, this fox, he's really cool. I love the skin tone. Like that, like smoke gray with the red eyes, right?
Right.
And he looks like he'd be something to deal with. right? And this guy's cool too with this special headgear.
Who's the mullet down below?
To the bottom left.
The bottom middle there.
Bottom
Oh, it's
middle.
not a mullet. It looked like a mullet.
Oh yeah. The mullet would have been great though, right? They should have been. Yeah, that's like their version of like a cat girl or a fox girl.
Oh,
Something.
gotcha.
Yeah. So like some of these characters, like some of these like girl ones, they're just like, I don't know. I wouldn't desire to own them. So what I do is I wait for the floor, and when I see a character I like, right? I just buy it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just what you got to do.
So do you go in their community at all? Are you a part of their community?
I am. Yeah. I'm in the Discord. In fact, I posted for the show.
Oh, nice.
And which typically they wouldn't even allow, but they allow it for me, which was kind of cool.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Because we talk about Eon Rift, and I love the project.
Yeah.
You know, they're affiliated with so many big names. And I learned about these guys from comics and crypto. I think Sean, I don't know how Sean heard about it, but you know, he's in that industry, so he heard about it some way around that, you know. And then he got into the project, and then when he talked about it on his show, I'm like, I got to get in on this. This is so cool.
Right.
So, you know, I just want to be diversified into different things, and this is just something I like. And Ninja Turtles, like I love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So you know they're going to do great things with their comics. And so another thing that's interesting about these is Randy's comic that he's creating for VeVe is very similar to this world. Hey, what's going on, Ben? Ben's in the chat.
What's up, Ben?
So Ben, I know you handle VeVe. This would be a cool partnership for VeVe with Eon Rift and Tom Waltz and the Ninja Turtle community. Not saying if you're already a partner with them or not, I don't know. But this would be cool because it's a comic series that they could now with this new program that VeVe's doing, they could technically start releasing their own comics through their IP, right?
Oh, that's true.
This is gonna open up avenues for all kinds for different projects.
Right.
Eon Rift's also involved with a community called Giga Geek, where they have the crypto, and they're going to be releasing like a comic on X, which could also be in the VeVe Comics program if they wanted to be.
So many avenues.
There's so many avenues, and this is also different ways to network too. So even if they wanted to say they didn't want to do it now, but down the road when they have their base of their series that Eon Rift's going to do, they could always just release a side story on VeVe.
Oh yeah, and they'd be getting so much exposure too to a new audience.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I network with Eon Rift as well, is because it brings the communities together. They're exposed when they watch our show to VeVe and Fish and Cornucopias and all these different communities and even the art worlds. And it's also bringing people to learn about their community as well. So, you know, it's just a win-win.
It's all about eyeballs, right? You know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, not 1 out of 100, 2 out of 100, whatever. You know, you don't know who that one person might be or the 5 people that might be, you know, talk to people. And, you know, that's how a community grows and that's how projects grow. Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm loving the art feel. Like I never thought I would like art as much as I do. And I like what I like. There's so many things. I don't know if I told you, but I went to the art museum. I did not like anything at the art museum. I'm like, what's up with all these naked people like everywhere? Like, and it was very like classical, and I just wasn't into it. And I just like this certain style. I think it's kind of graffiti art is what I'm into.
Yeah.
It's, you know, like just different things.
Yeah, I gotta turn you on to a couple books. Then you'll like.
Yeah. It's just when something catches my eye, I'm just like into it. And VeVe brought that out of me. So it's, you know, it's just some new passion that I got now. I don't know.
No, that's amazing. Do you gamble at all?
Do I gamble? Yeah, every day when I buy NFTs. No, I'm kidding. No, Do I go? No, I don't like to gamble
You don't
in a
like to gamble?
casino because
Okay.
my odds are against me.
Okay. Well, I saw a bet proposed on X. Are you aware of this?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Who was it? StackR said want to make a
Okay.
bet
Yeah.
to one of the people talking about Disney not going to be on StackR
Yeah.
and not going to be available, and Disney would never do this, and
Right.
how sad it is. And there was a bet proposed
Yeah.
uh, with that.
Because that
So,
guy's out of his mind.
yeah,
Like,
of course, right?
what are these fudders thinking when they're saying stuff like that? Like, they sound ridiculous. Like,
Well,
Disney would never do that. Like, Disney
yeah,
could do whatever it wants. It's
yeah,
a $1
and
billion,
it does it.
corporation. And if they're already involved with VeVe and StackR, or not StackR, but VeVe, and they
Mhm.
can easily, if they wanted to, get involved with StackR or be posted on StackR if they want to.
Yeah,
That's one click away,
yeah,
right?
and they already do Pinnacle where their sales and buys,
Right.
correct?
They're
So,
already in Pinnacle.
right,
So, and the guy made it seem like this is something Disney would never do. That
yeah,
no, like, yeah, Disney has never created NFTs before. Like,
yeah,
they're already on VeVe. Why would they not? You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's just a different avenue. And
yeah.
clearly the guy probably doesn't own a business, or maybe I think he actually did state he owned a business when I heard about it. But
Really,
maybe, but you would think a business-minded person would understand that a business wants to make money as many different avenues and ways that it can.
yeah,
And it wants to grow users in any way it can, right?
right,
That means it would want to be affiliated eventually with new avenues of crypto and different avenues of exchanges and NFTs and anything they can, right?
Mhm. Well,
In a safe
digital.
way, they want. Yeah.
Well, look at how much they're investing digitally, like their partnership with Fortnite, and they're
Yeah.
them buying what, 10%, I want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. I think it was around that. Yeah.
That's a huge commitment on Disney's part, and they see a future in it, and they're not scared of um, the lack of eyeballs right now because they have
Mhm.
vision, right?
Yeah. Well, like, just like with me, like, I'm not into Disney that much, but I
Mhm.
bought a lot of Disney things because I understand that there are a lot of people that love Disney.
Oh, of course.
And
Yeah.
me as a business-minded person realize different avenues in buying Disney products and flipping them later, and
Right.
also keeping some stuff I like.
Right.
But
Collectible, right?
yeah, but I just didn't know I liked it until I came across it. You know what I mean?
Well,
I didn't
right.
know.
And that's the magic almost that VeVe possesses with all their IP and their experiences they create with the
Yeah.
collectibles.
Yeah.
It opens you up to like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Cat Bronson, who's
Yeah.
that? Oh, a tattoo artist,
I
for
never heard of
LA.
that. Yeah,
Like
until VeVe. Yeah.
it,
And
it,
it's made me a collector, you
it,
know?
it exactly. And if it's done that for all of us, all we need is eyeballs and the narrative to change, because the narrative, I'm not gonna lie, it's strong right now, of
Yeah.
NFTs bad, right?
Yeah. It
And
is.
it's really unfair, and I think VeVe's doing the right things right now to build the foundation to change people's minds and
Yeah.
perceptions on what an NFT collectible can be,
Yeah. And that's why I was so excited about that Banksy artwork that I got. Um, I had to grab it before the narrative caught, because once the narrative caught,
Yeah.
I would not be grabbing it then. And because it'd be too expensive then. And
Right.
I know
Yeah.
so many people have been texting me or DMing me or whatever.
Mhm.
It's not Banksy. You know what? I don't care. I like it.
Yeah.
And it's the closest thing I'm getting to Banksy right now.
Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
like
No.
it.
Well,
Why can't I just buy what I like?
right, and I don't think Banksy does that anyway. I think he has other
Yeah,
people handle his IP.
he does. Well, there was a thing where they were like, yeah, he's not, nobody knows who he is.
Hmm.
And he can't go to court. And I guess he might have battled in court. I think he did appear in court, but still remained anonymous,
Okay.
because he was he's the guy who's against corporations and capitalism and anti-establishment, but then he's battling out in court for IP rights. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Well, but he has to understand, like, he's so well known because of who he was and the messages he would send.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to find a fine balance between not giving everything away and still earning an income while you're spray painting random things on buildings.
Right. And he definitely took that to a different level and recognized what his new kind of position was, you know?
Right. So then he created some kind of it was like a board that would approve certain prints that he would make, and then he would send them out through that third party. And
Gotcha.
and then when they would come across one that was out there, they know the authenticity of it, and they would put their approval on it and say, yeah, this was from Banksy.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have that on VeVe, but that's okay. It's inspired by Banksy, and I like it.
Yeah. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Go ahead.
And people like me, but who are way wealthier than I am, and someday will also want those as well. And they're going to buy them from people because they got to have it, like just like I had to have it. And they'll pay whatever price.
It's collectibles. I mean,
they don't care.
Yeah, it's simple. It's why people buy Pokemon cards sometimes, or comics, or statues, or baseball cards. You know, they love it. Yeah. But hopefully, you know, down the line, if I need to sell it, it'll be worth a little bit more, right? You know, they're not trying to retire. I mean, some are trying to retire off it, but most people collect what they love, and you know, if they need to sell it or they want to sell it, you know, they can.
Yeah. Why don't you pull up a couple of these posts? The what's up, E2 Insight? It looks like we got a new guy though, Mr. JM. Are you in VeVe, Mr. JM, and or one of the other projects? Have you?
Glad to have you.
Yeah, glad you're here. I mean, can you imagine someone like Elon Musk or some wealthy billionaire individual walking into VeVe and saying, "I got to have that statue because it reminds me of that artwork that I like"?
Right.
Those guys don't care what price it is. They're just going to grab what they want.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for the price to go down a little bit more on the red balloon girl. I love
which
that
one?
piece.
The patina one or the other, or which?
The one with the red
balloon one?
Yeah, the one with the red balloons.
Yeah.
That's I think my favorite of that collection. I think it's like 130, 160 area.
Yeah, that one is really cool.
Yeah.
I haven't grabbed any of the other ones of any of them.
Right.
I just stuck with the patina, and if maybe at some point I might grab more, but I don't know. I just really like the patina, and I'm just getting what I like.
Are you a completist?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
No, it's funny. I only have 100 sets. Something like
only.
But a lot of them were easy sets to complete, though. Like they weren't like 20 different, different things that you had to have. But early on, I just bought what I liked.
Gotcha.
But then later, I strategized a little bit, and then I would see like I only needed one thing, and it was like minimal. So I would pick it up just to get the extra points, even though I didn't really care for it.
Gotcha.
Geez, 100 sets is a lot, man. I know. And I'm like, but over time, so Sanjay, I was stuck on like probably 60, 70 sets forever and didn't care at all. I was just buying random collectibles that I liked.
Right.
And where I was trying to, my strategy, Sanjay, was going for the rare comics. And I really stacked a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that was my key for the points, because at the time I started collecting, I wasn't buying Omi. I was buying the collectibles first. And they were so expensive at the time that I didn't really care to collect full sets, because the points weren't worth it for the price that the collectibles were at the time. But now, I mean, you can pick up so many sets for cheap. to really stack some insane points.
Right.
E2
So
Insight says all I have is comics just sitting on them. E2, I have a ton of comics. I'm really into those more
yeah.
than I am collectibles.
See, that for me, when I got into it, I collected, things I thought were cool and possibly go up in value, and then I switched once they announced the MCP program, right?
Yeah.
I started collecting sets, and I went heavy in that direction. And
Yeah.
then as it wasn't materializing when I thought it was, I kind of went back to sub mints and trying to complete sets, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
Right now, I have a 196 full sets. So
Okay.
yeah, looking forward to getting to 200.
Yeah, you're
Right
crushing it.
now.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna start strategy. I got to get some London police stuff too. I have 0 London police in VeVe. Is that crazy? Like,
well, their stuff is a little pricey,
well, yeah, and well, when I was doing I thought I was getting the one digital. I thought I was getting the VeVe thing when I was doing the auction, but then when I understood what I was getting later, I'm like, oh, this is even better. So then I just haven't picked up. I haven't picked up one yet. But what is he saying? Earth 2 is my main focus, but I also have some golden moments. Cool. And Omi, yeah. Omi's gonna be great. Mr. JM. Hey, Mr. JM, hit me up as well. And this goes for anybody in the chat. If you want some free land in Earth 2 on Omi Island, I'll give you a free plot of land, a T2, just to be part of the community over there. So hit me up on Twitter.
That's awesome.
X or whatever. So you too, Sanjay. Like, are you ready for Earth 2? Because I got free land for you.
Is Sanjay in Earth 2?
I don't think so.
God.
Yeah,
He's got to see the trailer. He's got to see the trailer and the live play. That will change anybody's mind. I guarantee.
Dude, I know. It's so good. It's so good. But I get it. He's busy. He's a busy man. He's in a lot of stuff.
Sanjay wants some Earth 2.
Okay. I'll hit you up, Sanjay. I'll message you.
Cool.
Wow, 196 full sets. Yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta search out. And so this is the issue. So like as you're collecting, so this happened to me with the comics. I was about to hit 2,000 or somewhere around there. And I'm like, this is a big number. And then I was just buying random comics and accidentally bought over the 2,000 because I wanted to buy like a special 2,000 one, So and I'm like, I think I bought a freaking cheap comic for as my 2,000.
Do you know which one it is or no?
No, I forget. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, because then I just zoom past it.
Yes,
I want comic sets. Yes.
Yep. Please.
So what are you gonna do for your 200 set?
I have no idea. I didn't know actually I was that close. So I should start paying attention, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple little ones I can knock out to get to that number quicker. There's I think I can spend like $200 and get right up to it. So
I mean, there's some sets you can get for like $30.
Yeah. Maybe we could do it for a show.
That'd be cool. Yeah. And what about the Red Balloon Girl? Do you own the other one already?
No. I own 0 of them. Okay.
So maybe you could even do it where you buy the cheaper Red Balloon Girl and then buy the Red Balloon Girl as the 200 set or something.
But is the one you have the?
I don't remember. Because I think wasn't there 4 of them, or was there just? I don't remember how it was done.
Well, isn't the real expensive one part of that set though?
I'm not sure. Because there was a black one too.
Right. There's a black one. There's a white one.
Yeah.
There's the red.
Like the Banksy bomber one. That was 2 sets.
Was it?
It was split into 2 twos.
Oh, okay.
So I don't remember if the Balloon Girl was 2 twos as well.
Good point. Maybe that one might be. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some comments and everybody have their suggestions on what my 200 set should be.
Yeah. Hey, and I also think E2 Insight, I think he has that awesome YouTube channel too. How do you think the VeVeverse compares to E2? E2 is crushing it.
There's different levels, like in collecting.
VeVe's working on it.
And-
But Earth 2 is incredible. I mean, it's really
Now,
something.
Do you think I could play a bit of Earth 2?
So,
right
yeah, you should be able to. I mean, it's not like we're getting monetized anyways. Who cares?
Yeah.
But Sanjay, check this guy out, E2 Insight. He's got some really cool videos on monetization of metaverses, and he's putting them out in multiple languages. I'm pretty sure that's you. That's you, right? Into E2 Insight. I'm pretty sure. And I make sure I always click on his videos and like them because I'm like, this is such good content because so many people don't cover the investor aspect.
Right.
Let's
see. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to pull up a video now for everybody.
Yeah, it is him. Yep. Yeah. Incredible videos. I mean, just really good content. He's a very smart guy. And we got to get you into in with Sanjay into some of the communities, E2 Insight. Because you're on a level. You'd be great in the VeVe community too, as well.
Okay. Let's see if I can screen that. Is that better?
Yeah, look at that.
Like this is a full-on metaverse, 1-to-1 scale of Earth, guys. Like walk around, battle, build, explore, and in real time.
And the avatars are so insane. Like, dude, they're so good. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. I love giving give credit where credit's due, E2 Insight. Like your videos are incredible and I love watching them over and over again. And I don't understand the language ones you put out, but I like posting on them because I know that those need more content or more people, getting their eyes on it. And it's such a good idea to take your YouTube videos and then change the language so that it can, you know what I mean? So it could reach out. He did it in like Spanish. I think he did it in Korean and a lot of other ones. Yeah, it was a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is not video and edited. This is live in game.
Yeah. And there are no loading screens. It's so incredible. And so Sanjay, they went the different route than VeVe did. They built the metaverse first and made it a 1-to-1 planet, a comparison. And then they started getting into the avatars and then they launched their coin. So they kind of did it a little differently than VeVe did, but also there's no metaverse that's this size. It's insane how big this thing is.
Right. And and to be fair, they acquired a gaming studio, correct?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
So they went that route, which I think was a smart decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just watch this all day.
It's so good.
I saw trees and coconuts now are appearing on land.
The food, the food's gonna be crazy. Man, I'm so excited about this project. It's crazy. Like
I don't have enough essence, which
I don't even need to like build anything. I could literally just walk around in this thing forever.
Yeah.
There are so many places on the planet that I want to see that you know what I mean? Like that I'm never gonna see ever.
Yeah, but you can own.
I can not only see it and fly around it, you can own it so that you can see it every day in a metaverse. It's such a good idea.
Speaking of Earth 2, did you see...
VeVe better partner with these guys?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh my gosh.
I hope so.
There better be some... They're building portals. Just please give us a portal to VeVeverse.
Look at that. Look at the water.
The water's so good.
That's nuts. You can fish, right? There's going to be fishing.
Yeah.
So I saw a post where an Earth 2 user found the location of one of the first videos.
Cities.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yes, I did. Yeah, Shane was cheesing over that thing. He was like, I knew so. So that Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. So I didn't hear anybody else talking about this, but I'm wondering if Shane put out that little puzzle years ago that no one's been able to solve.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it only can be solved by being in E2V1. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's some kind of clue to his riddle that will be unlocked by being in E2V1.
Do you remember the riddle at all?
It had something to do with gold plates. That's all I remember.
Gotcha.
Something to do with gold. It's been so long, but there were so many people hunting forever on that thing. You know, it was supposed to be just like Ready Player One or whatever.
Right. Yeah, every time I see, content from people, seeing their tiles and seeing what their tiles are and what's on it, I don't know, it's inspiring, and it excites me. It really freaking excites me, and I don't have enough essence. I don't.
I know. I am so scared to sell essence.
Yeah.
Like every day. Well, we got Shane said it was possible to solve before. I know he said it was possible.
Is it easier?
But I'm wondering, will it make it easier to solve when you're in there? Because you weren't, you had to solve the Ready Player One riddle in the Oasis.
Right.
So I don't know. Just a thought. I could be wrong.
Gosh. He could do so many cool things with Earth 2, as in like promotions and Easter eggs, and now finding things once it's open and live. Could you imagine, like, you're just going to be hunting for like real world value, right? To finding items or whatever, like plots of land or whatever, or skins.
Have you been purchasing essence at all?
No, I still have not purchased one essence.
It's super cheap right now. It's like 4 cents.
Yeah, I know. And I've been putting my money into Devi right now, hoping I can, transfer some when that happens. And
oh, here we go. He reposted the riddle. Art or treasure? It's a pirate talk. Art of treasure with your prize of old. First will claim the plates of gold. It's funny. I'm reading Treasure Island right now. So it sounds just like it. It's burned into my mind. Yeah.
Mine or mind?
His mind. Yeah. Oh, good point. Art of treasure with your prize of old. First will claim the plates of gold. Yeah. I don't know.
There's no way you could find that. Oh my God.
Dude, somebody found, well, that's what made me think of it, because I'm like, somebody found the city spot? What are the odds of finding that?
We don't even know what we're looking for, too. Like, are we looking for a statue? Or are we looking for a building or a tree that's crooked with an X?
Right.
Or, like what?
Yeah. Art or treasure with your prize of old. Maybe it's the first will claim the plates of gold. So if the plates of gold, it could have nothing to do with it. That could just be the prize of finding it, right?
Right.
So what if the art or treasure is like the Garden of Eden, the initial prize of old, the apple or whatever?
Right. Right.
The crooked tree. Maybe a tree's got a serpent on it. That would be crazy. Right?
Yeah. And what do you take a screenshot and like turn it in?
And then someone else snatches it.
Yeah.
That was mine.
Yeah. So, I remember when Earth 2 did those Easter eggs. I hated them. I know. Because you couldn't see them. Even if it was clear and you had a good monitor, you could not see it.
And I'm salty I don't have those eggs now.
Oh, I keep seeing people with them. I'm like, how?
And you know what those are going to be? Those are going to be dinosaur eggs, I bet.
Get out. You think?
Yes. 100% think. Yeah. Because it makes sense, right? And they're like multicolored. They're huge. And like Shane showed us the video of the T-Rex. Like it only makes sense in my mind, right?
He did.
Like why else would you have the egg? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like Jurassic Park stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
I gotta buy an egg off somebody. Somebody sell me an egg when you see this video.
See, wait, you can transfer those?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The Treasure of Atreus was one of my favorite guesses. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And what was that treasure, E2? Was that was it ever stated what it was?
But I mean, there's lots of treasure that's been sunk in the ocean.
Yeah.
You know?
Prize of old. Yeah. I mean the Oasis one wasn't solved for how many years? It was 5 years, right? So I was just talking to a buddy this weekend, yesterday, and he was bringing up how the book. Have you read the book Ready Player One?
No, saw the movie a few times.
So he said the book is so insane. It's so much better than the movie.
Really? Okay.
And he said he went and he actually went and sought out the book after he saw the movie. So he didn't read it first and then saw the movie, but he said it was so much better. So now I think I got to buy it too. I'm gonna have to read it. I'm gonna put it on the list. Yeah. I'm on a tear on reading lately. I'm just like trying to figure out different, like I'm going fiction though. Like I used to read so much ancient history and all kinds of other stuff like that, where it was like nonfiction or hypothesized nonfiction. And now I'm like, now I want to get into some old classical stories.
Nice.
Even like some like he's mentioning the treasury of a Greek king. So like I bought the Odyssey and the Iliad. So I want to read those too.
Nice. Nice.
And some hypothesize that those are kind of fiction, but maybe there's some elements of truth to those stories.
Right.
He says it's a real location. Yeah, you know what else would be cool is if they had the underground cities that are sunken in the earth all around the world, like the one off of Japan. The megalithic cities that are underwater.
No, I'm unaware.
That'd be cool if those were still in Earth too.
What? What? I'm unfamiliar.
Oh yeah, there's this giant city. All right, now you're gonna make me pull up the name. Yeah, Lost City off of Japan underwater. It's gigantic, these blocks. It's called Yanaguni. Yeah, and it's like this giant, it's like an underground pyramid, underwater pyramid.
Well, all those pyramids are underground as well. They don't just, protrude from the top. They go underneath.
Yeah.
Right. So can you dig in there too? Like, are you going to be able to go underground? Was that
E2 real quick? E2, I've got a book all about Cappadocia, and that place is insane with some of the architecture that's there, and of the underground cities that are there in Cappadocia. Like, isn't that where what's it called? What's that famous underground city that's over there? It starts with a D.
Is that with all the samurais and stuff, the statues?
No, that was in China with the where they found all the samurais.
Yeah. Army of the
Cappadocia is like in the Middle East area.
Oh, okay.
And it's got these very strange underground cities. I've got a book on it. It's incredible. And they've got really weird like land masses. So I actually bought some areas to check those areas out in Earth too.
Gotcha.
I've got there's this one area called I think they're called fairy chimneys, and it's forget the name of it, but just research fairy chimneys, and they're land masses that look like these, like almost like gnome hats that come out, and it's super weird. Yeah. It's one of the weirdest and strangest areas on the planet for land masses. Cappadocia.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyways, what were you saying?
I was just talking about the underground cities. I wonder if you could build in Earth 2 underground. Like, will there be a digging element? And if so, can you,
Yeah, I thought I saw a video of someone that found a cave that they were going down into, and it was like part water.
Really?
And they were like, "Can we build in here? That would be insane." So I'm hoping that's going to be a thing.
Yeah,
sure.
I bought a huge. It's a tourist like spot in the ocean, like with the beach, and there's coral reefs, right? It's like known for their coral reefs where divers go down and and you go amongst it and like take pictures or whatever. So I bought up all these grids over there in certain areas to cover the span of the coral reef where it should be. And once E2 goes live, like or to E1 goes live, I'm gonna try to put in a ticket about that and see if I can't get that in there.
And I was excited to see that did you see that they were putting out more emails?
No.
More and more people are entering into E2V1.
Now, did you have to fill out the form and tell your specs, or is it kind of more random?
Say that again. Sorry, I was reading that chat.
Oh, no worries. Did you have to fill out the form and put in your specs for your computer, or is it random?
I didn't do it yet.
No, but the new people that are coming in.
I think they just sent out an email, or they just signed up on an email. I don't think that you have to put in your specs because there's some people that are like Pacey. Sorry, Pacey, but he's Shane wants to constantly reiterating, Pacey, make sure you're telling everyone you're running the lowest rig possible. So yeah. So I don't think the specs matter as much, but I never initially sent out an email at any time because I wanted to wait to get my my computer.
Right.
And I was kind of waiting for VeVe too at the same time, but also I haven't really started back up doing my any big projects yet, so I'm kind of waiting on that, and I'm just kind of like living the dream right now of doing whatever I want to do every day, and it's incredible.
Gotcha. New NDAs.
What's that?
New NDAs.
Yeah, we're supposed to be doing a job that's I don't know if it was last year. I did we did an 18,000 square foot castle in Gates Mills area of Ohio. It had a Formula One simulator in it, a golf simulator that was like the size of my house. And it looked like a castle from the outside. It was amazing.
Really?
I think it was a $40 million build for this residence. Well, we finished it, and the funny thing is, it was just a summer home for these people. And so
you tell them about VeVe or two.
No, honestly, sometimes I don't get to meet the clients. This couple was a very nice couple. The guy was he owned a very large business and he sold it, very lucrative. And the guy that he sold it to started running it into the ground, and he rebought it back up. And
he rebought it and then brought it up.
He rebought it and then flourished it again, right? But no, they were very down to earth people.
Nice.
Yeah, but so the reason why I brought that up was that we're going to be doing one like 3 times that size coming up this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
E2 says we had to fill out the form. I just got a new NDA. I thought the NDAs were not that involved anymore. You have to sign a new NDA now?
Huh.
What's the secret? Tell me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Nobody's listening.
Oh, I always wondered about the building physics and how it will apply to properties on the sand and beach. Yes. I hope it's similar to Lego Worlds, right? I don't know if you've ever played that, but that you just build anywhere you want. You can take chunks out of the land and you could square things out or build underground tunnels and caves, anything you want. And they give you planets and you just start doing whatever you want with them.
That would be dope because they have shown the editing for the drone video game, and I liked how their mechanics worked, where you can drag and click and move mountains aside and kind of level it out or build it up a little bit. And hopefully that costs something, right, to do. You'll need resources to do those things, so it keeps the economy moving.
Yep. Yeah. Sanjay's bouncing. Have a good night, Sanjay.
Later. Thanks for stopping by,
bro. We appreciate you. I'll hit you up with the property thing. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, man. I'm so excited about all these different projects. Even VeVe, like, I know they've got so much in the pipeline. Shane has got so much in the pipeline that they're just waiting to tell us, and it's so exciting. And I love the community. Dude, these people are great, man. You know?
So, question, Shane, how do you think he's going to handle promoting a cryptocurrency? Because we haven't really seen it yet. We haven't seen any, kind of talk about it or promotion of any sort.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for the market, personally.
You do?
I do think he is, because he had I think he had guys from Binance that were on his on his what would you mentors. I think it was a mentor listing that they showed someone from Binance or something. It was either on the board or something like that. I think that he's just waiting, and I think he's given us as much opportunity as we can to gobble it up while we can, because it's going to get a lot harder to make Essence real soon.
Right. When's the happening?
Probably already hit. He just hasn't announced it yet.
Really?
We're real close.
I forget the timeline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he put it in the white paper, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It already has more utility. It's funny you say that. Ben from VeVe, who was in the chat earlier, he's the new CEO for part CEO, co-CEO, and he was saying the same thing, or Foster was, one of the two. I forget who. They were saying, I think it was Foster, actually. Ben didn't say it. Foster, who's with Akomi, because I was rewatching the video and somebody was saying it in the chat, I think. VeVe already has a utility token that's got so much utility, it's insane. It's almost more than anyone else's other than Earth-2's.
Yeah.
So Earth-2 and VeVe both have insane utility to their tokens.
Right.
I mean, and I think Earth-2's got them beat currently because, I mean, it's the literal power that you need for the game. It's also bringing life to every character, every ship, every droid. Like, it's so great. And there's burn mechanisms, right?
Oh,
so
happening, burn mechanisms,
right?
Utility, like,
yes, it's so good.
He really went above and beyond with the building out of that.
Yeah, and these guys who are selling this for 4 cents have no idea what they're doing to their wealth. They are, yes, they're using, some of them are smart and they're using it to buy more assets. But when they see where the price of Essence is going to go, they're going to cry at night. And they're going to cry themselves to sleep because they sold a fortune.
Oh yeah.
Fortune. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like this project's going to be just a build up. Like, it's not going to crash and go down, because the players in the game supporting the economy and the ecosystem is going to be key for the project and the crypto, Yeah.
E2S, are we rating? I was helping. This is actually how we got our channel started. Was I was helping Zombie get set up with Earth-2 on his rating. I don't know if we actually got to it, did we? I think we started.
Yeah, we started, but we're definitely going to put out some more content, I think, if it's cool with you, Bill, and some shorter clips I think we're going to do on specific items in Earth 2 that people can just, digest quickly and get the information they need.
Yeah. Right? And so E2 Insight, I've been helping, I've been doing like private chats with community members from other communities that are interested in Earth 2 or are already involved in Earth 2, but they're not really, they haven't been involved in it. I've been helping them get set up on their accounts, and that was what it was for Zombie, and he was in Earth 2 early on, and I am rating, and I get about 100 and I want to say 180 on average a day. Wow. That's with rating and everything, with Essence.
That's awesome.
Which is insane when we see where the price is going to go. But I also think the halving is going to be implemented, so I'll be dropped to probably 90. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then then I'm going to cry myself to sleep at night.
Why didn't I get more?
Why? Why, God? Why?
How
many tiles? I think I have 40,000, over 40,000. But also, he says, yes. Oh, JM, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but hit me up on X. I'll get you a free spot on Omi Island. Yes, rating's been great. What do you get, JM, per day on rating? I have I've also been tweaking my my properties lately on a lot of them have been real sloppy in my raids. And I realized that I have like 6 properties next to each other, and some of them are rating the same properties.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm trying to like tweak those, sell some of them off, create new raids, jewel them up even more than they already are, and then sending them out farther. I have 14K tiles, but 200 essence a day. Wow, you're killing it with that. So you have larger plots then, probably. I would assume.
I have 20,000 tiles.
Or no, probably smaller plots. What's that?
I have 20,000 tiles for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of, I did do some jewel farms, E2. So that's why I have some more tiles than probably I should. Yes, I heard. That's nice, Bill. Okay. You got it, bro.
Yeah. So were you in Randy's stream today? I think you were, right?
I was there in the beginning. I listened for, I think, 40 minutes or so. And then I had, I got caught up with some stuff.
So there was something interesting in the chat from Sanjay. I should have brought this up earlier. I forgot to ask him. Yeah. He is saying everything done except judge ruling, which is in March or April. Now he was talking about VeVe.
Okay.
So, you know, maybe that's something to look forward to, as in things opening up more and, you know, more maybe transparency or more, you know, movement.
Yeah, because I heard initially it was going to be January-ish from some insider guys that were telling me they thought it was going to be January, and then possibly they would start being more open about their coin.
Gotcha.
So maybe it got pushed back a little bit.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. That'd be exciing. And just so you guys know who Sanjay is, Sanjay is a really big investor for multiple corporations. He was head of Amazon marketing, I think, too. Very good guy to know.
Amazing guy.
Very amazing guy. Creates a lot of partnerships with people. He's very good at networking, and he will be a great asset for the E2 community when he comes in.
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
The
people he's put me in connections with are amazing. Yeah. And Sanjay is such a great dude too.
Yeah. And once you can get in there and get your hands dirty with those land and see it and pick where you want to choose, like, because we kind of went blind a little bit in picking tiles, right? Because when you and me first got into it, we didn't know if there was going to be buildings. We thought there's possibly buildings, right? At least I did, right? I'm buying near the Empire State Building, or I'm buying near the pyramids, and when I heard that when I heard it was going to be wiped out, I was like, oh my gosh, that changes my whole like strategy here.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if that was for you, but that definitely happened for me.
I was a beach guy. beach island hopper. I was looking for. I was a worker slave all my life, so
What's up,
all I
vegan?
thought of was beaches and my toes in the sand. Right?
Yeah, another night, another chill dude. Vegan's hella cool. I met him in San Diego. Yeah, good guy.
Like those goggles.
Yeah, I'm jealous of his. He has a gold and silver Stan Lee statue sub that I want because
Really?
I got all the sub right when it dropped. I grabbed all the sub mints for each one of the Stan Lee collectibles, and then they dropped the gold and silver. So I got to complete that, obviously.
Smart. Did
right?
you grab all those posters too?
Yeah, I got the
Did you
posters
see
too.
the prices on those things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got the hoodie and then the jacket.
Yeah.
So got
Man.
those, and
What an investment that was.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Just the Rob Pryor sitting at like $500-600, I think.
I met him.
Did you?
Yeah, amazing
awesome.
guy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got him to sign a card. It was like one of the first ones that was out there.
Really?
Yeah, with his artwork, and super nice guy.
This is the stuff I'm missing, man, by not going to these freaking parties. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I should have got 2 of those freaking VeVe pens that are selling for over $1,000 each right now.
The fig pins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I wish I could have gotten that.
You know what I'm saying?
was in
Like
New
I
York.
had 2 of them in a bag waiting for me at the party if I would have just showed up.
Vegan,
And the
I had
people
to,
you can meet, the networking, you know what I mean? Like
right. Oh, for sure. I opened up mine, Vegan, because I had to look at it. I did. I
my
had to see
jacket is
it.
still sitting in the box. Mine is in the bag. I have not worn it.
Yeah, I took it out of the bag. I put it back in the bag, and now it's in the box, in the bag, taped up.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, because I bought the hoodie.
Mhm.
It's cool. But I'm willing to sell it. It's not like I would wear it, yes, but I bought it for something to flip later.
Gotcha.
And I wanted the NFT, and now I wish I would have bought every one of them because, man, look at the prices on those.
Yeah.
They should still have your fig pins for you. Yeah, I hope so. At the next party, probably. Yeah, and I will. And are Vegan? Are you going to be going to New York? Because I'm going to be going. I haven't signed up yet, but I told Sanjay I was going. And just so you guys know, in the chat, Sanjay is Mr. MC1. He puts together parties for VeVe. Really
amazing
parties in New York.
Amazing ones.
Amazing parties. He spends a lot of his own money. He's a very charitable person, and
amazing person.
So I'm hoping I will have a couple pens. That'll be great. Because now, hey, I don't really like pens. At least I don't think I do until I start getting them. Right? And now I have a couple in this bag that I haven't looked at yet. You know what I mean? But I'm sure they're going to be sweet, and then I'm going to be like, now I got to get these other ones.
Right? Did you get the Colonel Sanders?
I didn't, but honestly,
I mean, in VeVe, I wanted it, not physical, digital.
Yeah, I wanted it. I didn't get it. I was going to hit up Randy to grab me one, but so many people were already doing it, and I didn't see. I've never been in New York City. Okay. And I didn't want to go alone. My wife was tied up with something and she couldn't go. And the whole reason why I have 2 VeVe logos is so I could bring my wife.
Oh, that's sweet.
Or someone else. Just the option of having the other one. Mm-hmm. But the intention was for my wife. And so she got tied up, and I didn't want to be. She's been begging me to go to New York City forever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no. The world's collapsing. I'm not going to New York City. The worst place ever. And I said that for so long. And then I'm finally like, okay, I'm going to go to New York City. And she's like, I can't go. And I'm like, well, I can't go I couldn't go to New York City without her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I gotta wait. And so now we're getting on a cruise ship, and it's leaving from New York City in July-ish, I think, or June or July. Mm-hmm. And we're going to the Bahamas, right? But it leaves from New York City, so we're going to hang out in New York City for a couple days. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to I think we're on a 6-day cruise or something. It's like a week or something. I forget. But so then we're going to check out New York City then. Well, then I'm going to go back to New York City in October.
Nice.
For the party.
Yeah. Well, hopefully things are, in a different trajectory, and I'll join you there because I've never been to New York except a layover where I didn't even get off the airplane, so I can't count that really.
Yeah. And so, we need that. That's the other reason why I didn't want to go, to be honest. There was such a bad sentiment in crypto at the time. It's more fun when things are like, oh my gosh, my bags are going crazy right now.
Right. Oh, what do you got? What do you got?
What do you got?
Yeah.
Oh, I just bought this. I bought that. It's just more exciting.
Right.
So and so that was another reason why I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll wait till next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I messed up by doing that because the networking's so important in the communities, man.
And it's more intimate when there's less people.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes. Okay. Mr. JM says, I got 250 essence a day from raiding 24K tiles. Nice. You're savage on that.
Wow.
Vegan Thing says, you should still, David Yu has a list he was checking off. Yeah. I'm hoping that I didn't get locked out of that list somehow, some way, or maybe it was just for a short period of time on those. I don't know. So hopefully they did have gift bags for me, so I hope they still have them.
Nice.
I'm trying really hard for New York. I'll be in SDCC and do you live out that way? Vegan Things, is that makes it easier for you to hit up San Diego? My sister lives in Phoenix, so I could just go to Phoenix and then hop a ride over to San Diego. She loves doing that, but I know New York City party's going to be bigger, so I kind of want to just like go to that one first, and then maybe next year I'll go to San Diego. What do we got? Yep, I'm in Huntington. Okay, yeah, you're right there in California. Yes, seen him on Randy's stream. Seems like a cool dude. Oh yeah, Sanjay. Yep, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
So also sad about the community member that passed away. We should talk about that for a second. I didn't get a chance to meet him. Did we talk about that already?
I thought we might have brought it up last, but
okay, maybe we already did. Sad. It's sad. It's and I feel bad I didn't never get to meet him. The dude from Comics and Crypto, and that was the thing. Like I could have met him and hung out with him. He seemed like such a cool dude, and I didn't go. I didn't go to San Diego. I didn't go to New York, and I kind of feel bad. It's like kind of like that was a moment that was lost. Right. Life is short, bro.
Yeah. He did an interview with me in San Diego Comic-Con, I believe, or he was part of the crew that came out because they the Comics and Crypto guys were doing media out there for VeVe, and I got an interview, and that was really fun. But those guys are freaking amazing, and it's a very, very sad loss, for the community.
Sad.
And
Kevin, R.I.P. Kevin.
Yeah.
And another thing, an interesting out of the situation, he was a beast on them lightsabers, wasn't he? So interesting to see what happens with that. Hopefully he had a will of some sort to gift his VeVe items, because I know he had a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Or they'll go lost, or I don't know what'll happen with that.
Yeah, I wonder what VeVe's kind of terms are with that, or conditions are with the passing. Because we also had Silicone. Like, what happens to your collectibles? I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to think they go to the family, but you never know. And if they don't, then it'd be cool if they just burned them or they donated them in some way to some good cause.
Right.
If they were locked up or something somehow, some way.
They got to be treated like assets, right?
Yeah.
They're assets in a digital form that can be transferable.
That's right.
So yeah, I wonder.
Yeah. The presenter from Comics and Crypto died. Wow, he was good. Yeah. I'm sorry, you didn't know Kevin passed. Yeah. It's about a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a weird post. It just got kind of posted, came out of nowhere. I don't even know the details other than, yeah, he was just going through stuff, or he may have been sick. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of stuff on X if you might want to go through past posts of some
Yeah,
sort.
I think there's a page about him. So
Yeah.
yeah, same issue with E2 land, right? What
Yeah.
happens to your land? Is it, is there a deed attached to land or your
Yeah.
profile or, I
Yeah.
think with my kids, like, how will they get a hold of my collectibles?
Yeah. And I think like at some point, some circumstances where, let's say I'm just a hermit dude. I never had kids. I don't really have friends or family left. They're all dead off. What do you do with the land at that point? Maybe after 5-10 years or something, maybe you just burn it or donate it or something. Some
Right.
kind of good cause they'll set up, maybe.
Yeah, but
Or you just leave it forever till some relative claims it of some sort. I don't know. It's weird.
yeah, there should be some verbiage on it though, I think.
Yeah. Yes, it would be great if it's addressed for sure.
Yeah.
I do not have a will in place currently, but I do need to. Dude, I got a lot of digital assets, so I should definitely do that.
Yeah, we're
But
getting to that
what I
age,
told
aren't
my
we?
family though is I've set it up to where they can just sell the stuff and they don't have to.
So they have access.
They have access to everything. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's not.
that's good.
It wouldn't even need to be handled through a will. They could literally just transfer things off app. Especially
Right.
with StackR, they could just liquidate everything in StackR and
Yeah.
and they have all my passcodes and everything, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's important.
Yep, I make backups of backups and all that stuff.
Show took a sad turn. Jeez.
Yeah, well, it's important to address that stuff,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kevin, man, good dude.
Yeah.
I only had a couple conversations online with him. That's cool that you got to meet him.
Yeah, really. His personality was just such a nice person and genuine. You knew that he was a real guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't like just putting on a front.
Right, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I really like Sean. Sean's a good dude.
Oh yeah.
I haven't met him either, but I've had a lot of conversations with Sean, and I sent him a message saying, my condolences and all that. I forget what I wrote, but it was a nice little message. I just wanted to let him know that people care about them, and to let him know that Kevin impacted me, in my life,
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, and it's what we were saying earlier, man. The community is awesome. It's cool to interact with a lot of these different people. It's sorry to hear. I also remember the channel. Yeah, Comics and Crypto, man. They hit me onto a lot of stuff. Even the last Ronin. I found out about them through Comics and Crypto for real. Like I'm like, I didn't know this. And this was when David Yu, I think, was he was getting David Yu a special copy, I think, or they were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then right after that, they were like, by the way, last Ronin. And they had, I think, Tom Waltz on the channel or something.
Really?
Or something like that. I forget. Yeah.
Right.
And then I found out about Eon Rift after that.
That's something I really want is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the blue cover, the first one. Like I want a graded copy so bad. Like obviously it's not
That's
the
like what? How much do they go for? Like 40,000 or something?
Yeah, 40, 50. But God, I would spend that much on that comic.
Yeah,
100%. Because I remember going into the comic store and seeing that comic on the freaking wall and thinking, I want that so bad. And
I do not remember that.
Just as a kid,
That's so cool.
That's when I got they weren't graded, but they were loose. The full 4 or 5 set of Wolverine of his little series that came out that was amazing, with him in the lighter of the close-up of his face. And that's where I started collecting Silver Surfers at the time and started collecting loose ones of that and as a kid and kind of sparked my collecting bug really.
It's so cool. If I really take off in crypto this run, I will probably buy that comic.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
mean,
are we gonna be battling?
dude, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, like had such a big impact on my life, like as a kid. And my dad passed, so it reminds me of my dad. So I got that little extra.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe I'll get the action figures graded. How about that?
yeah, that'd be cool too. I had them all. I had all of them, man.
Did
I
you?
even had the Crag freaking brain vehicle or whatever it was, the round, his earth mover. It would go underground. It was like a round. I forget the name of it, but it was the dome, something dome.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
good.
I wasn't able to. I had no money growing up, so I always looked at kids that had that. I was like, oh my gosh, I would love that. So definitely, I think I lived my childhood now.
Dude, and some of
sometimes.
your collectibles now are insane. Like, think
Yeah.
about where you're at now. Where you're just involved in it. Like, think about where it's gonna go in the
I
things that
love
you
it.
have now. People are gonna be like, man,
Yeah.
I could have bought what, man?
For how much?
Think about those stacks of comics. You could have just grabbed like a handful.
Yeah.
And each one of those are 40 grand if they were kept in good condition. That's amazing, right?
Right. And that's why this opportunity is not going to pass me up.
Yeah. Because these items are a couple bucks on VeVe or Earth 2. Like, by the way, did you get the latest drop on Earth 2?
What is it? The Cyborg X or something?
Yeah, the first one.
Yes, I got that.
Technically, I think the first one in the video. I picked up 5.
I got 3, I believe. Yeah, it looked cool.
Yeah, Nizza was getting on me about not having 3, and he even reiterated David Yu's quote to me. Because I bought 2 with Essence. I don't like spending Essence, but I was like, "There's some available still. How is this possible?"
Yeah, because
so I bought 2 with Essence and 3 with cash.
It was 1,500, and I got 8 of them. I forgot.
Okay.
Because I thought they were. I didn't know the amount because they don't release that, which I wish they did. So you kind of know what to expect.
But those will be good ones to flip off, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be 40 each. So I put in $80 to get 2 and then found it was cheaper. So I just kept hitting the buy button.
You're like, yes. Yeah. And I was like, all right, Nizza, you're right, dude. Let me pick up some more.
Yeah.
You got me. Because later, it's like that comic book, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, it's not going to sell for 40 grand. It's, who knows? You never know what 20 years down the road could do. But but still, even if it goes to $50, you're like, I could have bought them. They were $10, right? Like, I could have 5x my money or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Some of these guys in this chat, I don't know if they've been following Earth or VeVe the whole time, but like some things that were $5 on VeVe went to 500, and during that crazy run and even more. And it's amazing what things can run to even though they're not supposed to.
Right. And I think the community and people forget that, right? Because it feels like so long ago and it can't happen now. It could happen now.
It could easily happen now.
Easily happen now when there's liquidity in the market, when there's cash from other crypto projects that flood in, and now I'm flush, right? Now I'm going to get some things I like, and I'm going to spend the money, and it will happen.
Yep. And if they drop interest rates, money starts flowing into crypto again.
Yeah, not financial advice.
Right, not financial. Yeah. But Doge, what if everybody gets that Doge check that they're talking about doing?
Dude.
You don't know how many people are going to throw that in crypto or some kind of Web3 platform. That's what I did when Trump handed out money like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I just put it straight in crypto. I didn't care.
Right. What was that amount? Like
1,500, I think it was.
Yeah. 1,500 compared to 5,000.
Yeah. And it could even be more. Because they said 20% they were thinking about 20% of the savings, but the savings would be 1 trillion. So that would be closer to 20,000 would be that check. Yeah, I sold a $7 comic for $2,400. Exactly. That's insane.
Yep.
So good. I got a $1,200 gold skateboard once.
That must have been those skateboard pieces.
You bought it for $1,200? Yeah. Oh man, I could tell you some of the stuff I bought. Like,
oh gosh, We should do that one day. We should do our horror stories.
Yup.
You
My
know?
Donald Duck freaking lenticular for $600.
Oh, that's nothing.
My non-FA Donald Duck lenticular. I should bring that up to Ben. Hey, Ben, what about this FA tag? Wow, E2, I sold a $9 comic for $5K. Yeah, wow, look at that. Yes.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It funded most of my other purchases. Yeah, absolutely. So guys, I mean, it's just like, it's crazy, and it will do it again. I understand that there was a lot of liquidity entered into the market that shouldn't have been there, but that same thing could happen very easily again.
Right, and that liquidity wasn't there the whole time, you know.
And especially when they can sell things for crypto, and
it's
Ethereum
easy.
can be transferred straight to StackR.
Right.
Like when the market balloons up and all this crypto money is made by whoever, and it flows into StackR to hit the last of the bull run, so they can store their money in NFTs, like a lot of them do.
Right.
A lot of things can happen.
Vegan, do you have the legendary Superman? That's amazing if you do. That piece is
so Candy is listed as one of our talking points, right? On the Metaverse. Are you in Candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not in Candy.
Get out.
Vegan, so we haven't really been talking about it at all because I haven't really brought it up, but I forgot you said you did. I did see Candy on the list. I am not in Candy, and the reason is because I'm just in so many platforms, and I'm not a DC guy. You know what I mean? Like, I like Batman, but he's just okay.
I got a legendary. You know the Todd McFarlane Batman, the comic.
Yeah,
I got the legendary of that, and
did you?
Yeah, I'm never gonna sell that thing.
Dude, that's
love
amazing.
the cover. Yeah. Love it. So
yeah, and I never got into Superman because I thought he was OP. And I mean, laser eyes. He's faster than Flash. He's faster than Flash. He's like unstoppable, other than this little chunk of kryptonite.
Right.
That he always somehow gets next to, somehow, some way, right? There's just always one more piece of kryptonite somehow.
Oh, he sold it.
He sold it. Nice. Well, that's okay. If you made some money, that's great.
Did you get that on drop or did you flip it?
I never got into the Bat Cows. He put Bat Cow day one. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Bat Cow day one. I bought 2 of them. Yeah.
I was always hoping that the DC comics were going to come to VeVe.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm actually glad it's on a different platform because I would have spent a lot more money as well. Because honestly, like, what's the #1 comic that they're waiting for on Candy?
That they're waiting for?
Yeah. They're waiting for the Batman one, right? That one hasn't come yet?
They have Batman #1.
Yeah, but not the first appearance of Batman, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's one comic. I think it's the Superman. I think it's the Superman and the Batman first appearances that haven't showed up yet.
He got 2 legendary Supermans on. That's rigged. Yeah. You're hacking it or something. How?
Yeah.
There's no way. Wow.
So there's Superman 1 isn't the first Superman.
He doesn't want anybody to know he hacked it.
He's like,
he's a hacker. Your secret's safe, Vegan.
Yeah. So I was thinking about getting into Candy when they release those ones. Whatever they are, I forget what they are. I think they're the first appearance of Batman and Superman.
Oh, here we go.
My families have accounts as well. Yeah,
maybe that's how.
Yep. So do my families on VeVe. Oh.
Right. I remember my kiddo doing it. You know, he was in there pushing buttons, and I was pushing buttons, and it
was so exciting.
There was a real excitement to it back then.
Yeah, sure. I've had all my accounts banned many times.
Are you there with the little vibrator gun?
Yeah. Yeah, the little hammer thing. Like,
I will not admit to using
How many broken screens have you had? We should have done. We should just do like a meme freaking video with the jackhammer
Yeah.
on the phone, right?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, yeah.
Trying to get the drop.
Ready for the next VeVe drop?
You just go straight to the phone. Just line up like 6 phones.
Right.
That's great. So, Vegan, did you get them all? I imagine you got them all combined too, probably at some point.
Yeah. Did you merge them? Yeah. Good question.
Yeah. So many great opportunities. You want to talk about anything else? We're going about 2 hours now.
Are we? Okay. Yeah. No, I think we covered a lot. I guess we'll leave a teaser for. We have a special guest on Tuesday.
That's right. Yeah.
Tuesday at 8:30.
And what's the discussion going to be about again?
We're going to talk to a major collector, you know, and talk about his collection, what got him into it, and you know, and what makes him tick, I guess.
Yeah, he's a cool guy too.
Yeah,
I convinced a young guy to try VeVe. His first drop, he scored a gold moment and sold for thousands. That's amazing. Good for him. I'm a little disappointed. I told my kid not to sell freaking, what was it? He landed Darth Vader ultra rare on the drop. Could have sold it for $3K.
Yeah.
I told him not to do it because I think it's gonna be worth more than $3K someday, though.
Eventually.
I think eventually it will be.
He's got time, so
he's young. It doesn't matter, right?
Exactly.
My first VeVe drop was the Frank Kozik Labbit series too.
Oh.
Got the Labbicorns and sold the other one for 900. Nice.
Nice.
I mean, I remember when Boba Fett dropped, and I pushed the button I didn't get the drop. I was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the ultra rare like 2 seconds later. As soon as someone sold it for $400.
Nice.
Because I'm like, dude, this is Boba Fett.
Dude,
like the most sought after collectible in Star Wars.
I got number 42.
Oh, do you really?
I got number 42.
Oh, that's disgusting. It's so good.
Oh, that's gonna be
42.
Number 42.
The UR too?
Huh?
Is it the UR 42?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I make sure.
All right, you're a legend now.
If it's a key collectible, I get the best mint I can of that collectible. Like, you know.
Dude, that's so good. So what I did, by the way, not financial advice, but Boba Fett's super cheap right now. And I think I picked up a couple more just to DCA my $400 price.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's he running at? What's he running at?
I thought he was like $25 right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
yeah, there's so many.
To me, is kind of reasonable for Boba Fett.
Have you seen Superman? He's like at 180 or something.
Yeah, I would buy him, but I'm just not a Superman guy.
Do you have a Superman?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
I only buy what I like.
Yeah. No.
Which is weird. Well, I can't say that. I don't like Superman.
It's a hell of an investment.
If I had some kryptonite, I'd shove it down his throat. Those new accounts are lucky. Yes, I've been planning to buy back my gold moment, Elsa.
Oh.
Now, guess what I bought Elsa for? I want to say at least $1,000, maybe $2,000.
Makes sense.
I think it was $2,000.
Jeez, yeah.
I didn't care. It was Elsa, though.
Yeah. No, that's the first princess, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was the first major of our era. I mean, some little girl's going to buy that someday for some big money.
Yeah.
Buy back my gold. Yeah. All right. You ready? So would you say Tuesday? Bit guest?
Tuesday, 8:30 Mountain Time. So I'm not sure where everybody's,
Yeah, so Ohio, what is that, 10:30 my time?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I always got to remember. So.
Yeah, so we'll be dropping the information and we'll announce the guest. Probably we'll do it Monday, I think, and create a little buzz for that.
And we figured out we might start doing the X streaming too, right? Later, you two. We'll see ya.
Later. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll figure that out at some point to where we can stream that. And I don't know if we have to do that from one of our. Probably better to do that from either your account or my account, or we'll figure that out, right?
Well, we could do it simultaneously, but we have to sign up for StreamYard, which is like $34 a week.
$34 a week.
A week. That's what I'm
That's kind
saying.
of insane.
It's stupid.
And
so
it doesn't even sound like it's worth it, is it?
it doesn't sound like it. So I'm gonna look into it. And
Yeah,
see
we'll
if
have
there's
look
a
into that.
workaround.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
All right.
okay.
All right, bro.
All right, see you guys
We'll talk to you
later.
See you guys.
Peace.
Bye.